can liken a programming to a building project. So, and when we are talking about building project, we need to understand, okay, this project, what are we looking up to? What is those things that I want to make this building to work on? And if you say you're a programmer, that means you're a builder. That's why some people call themselves a developer. Yeah, you build something from non-existing parameters, from non-existing value. Now, considering the question that they give to us, that first questions that say main, they are taking us to test our number. Either it is is greater than 0 or equal to 0. So, and they said anytime we run this program, we should check, say if the number is greater than 0, is positive. Then if the number is 0, is 0. If the number is less than 0, is negative. That is, any number below 0, like minus 0.1, minus 0.2, minus 0.3, anytime it comes out to be minus, then it should tell us that the integer we are testing for is negative. So if you can understand this, then we need to now come by and start our program. I think one of the things, let me just do this. I will share my screen now. I will share my screen and see what I can do. Explanation. Okay. Now, this is what I want to do here. Let me just share my screen from here. Holy Spirit, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Okay. Okay. Now, as touching the question, one of the things I want us to know here is this. They said, number one thing that we need to do, that we need to understand, they said, if the number is greater than 0, that is, these are the things that we need to write, like we are writing a pseudo code. That's when we are doing that, this mind build I've even got that stupid algorithm that said we should be writing. Now, one of the things that they want us to know here, just firstly draw out your program. Okay, if 0, if the number that is n is greater than 0, come in place. Then we test. I'm coming. Positive. If number is greater than 0, we test positive. Then if the number is, if n, that is if n is equal to 0, then it should return 0. What do you want to do? What do you want to use it for?
You don't have extra seats.
Okay, extra sheet. Seat. Go and pick it from the way. Check this place that is very close to
Don't
us.
worry, I'll come back later. Yeah, busy.
No, you can come.
No.
Okay, now sorry for the break transmission. They said if the number is less than 0, then it should be negative. That is, if n less than 0, test negative. Now, This this is the end of our program. We have already finished this program like that. We have already finished this program. I tell you, this program is what? It has finished. These are everything that I need to put in my program. But I want to write it. Now, I will write this program afresh. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to be using uh VS Code to write it in line with this in line with my with what I just jot down now. So let me open my VS Code. Let me open my VS Code, or if possible, okay, let me open my VS Code. I will be writing it inside code blocks so that we will run it and see. So I will be able to run it and see the output. Now, I hope we understand to this extent. This is how to draw out the structure of your program. Do we get it, please? Hello, are we there?
Yeah, go on. Sorry, hope it's recorded.
Yes, I'm recording it.
Oh, nice.
I'll try and push it to my YouTube channel later. Okay. Now I'll be let me share this screen. I'm going to clean this from here. I'm going to rub it off. Let me draw this and then share. Let me share the window code blocks. Then now I can put two windows as well. No, now from what we write the other time, I said we are using if statement, right? Now, from my if statement, I said if n is greater than 0, that is, if n is greater than 0, let me start by saying if n, open parenthesis, n is greater than 0. Oh my god, what's this? If n is greater than 0, then printf is positive. It's positive, then I give it n. Sorry, what's this? else if n equals 0. Else we are not giving it any condition. Else printf is negative. Then let's try to debug and run. Yeah, last digit of, okay, let me show my output. This one actually bring negative value. I think we can see the output here. So let me come back here and then let's terminate this and let's run it again. Last digit of 1 2 3. Okay, I'm coming. Mirror. Okay, one keeps on bringing negative value. -1. Okay, it's a random number anyway. -2, -5, -2, -6, -3. How we get the gist now. Okay, how we can get the gist now. Now let's just, there's something I forgot to put in our program. Return, forgot to put the return value 0. Now let's run again. Still bringing this. Okay, followed by hen, then followed by the string is, followed by now 1. If the last digit of n is greater than 5, so we are still using if statement. If it's greater than 5, then and it's greater than, if greater than 5 and it's greater than 5, okay, the string and is greater than 5, then if the last digit of n is 0, the string and is 0. Okay, if the last digit of n is less than 6 and not 0, the string and is less than 6 and not 0. So we are testing for only one, but in 3 places. That is, if n is greater than 5, number 1. 2, if n is 0, equals 0, the same code. Then if the last digit of n is less than 6, that is, if n less than 6, to get the value of our last digit, we need to divide the number by 10. That is, well, then we are going to use percentage. Percentage in programming means module. Then modulus is like you are dividing that, like in mathematics you are looking for the remainder of a number. That is, when you divide 3 by 2, it remainder 1. So is that 1 that we are actually checking for the remainder of the number, so the last digit. So here, if we check the code I'm showing us here, I don't know, let me elaborate it. This is my GitHub. Actually, I'm not going to write this code, I'm just going to explain this code. Said we declared 2 variables here. We have n and we have integer last digit. So we have our last digit equal to n module 10. Then now say if the last digit is greater than 5, that is, we are still using if statement. We see that we are checking for just 2 things here. Said if last digit is greater than 5, then you should print last digit of the variable of n, and is this, that is the last digit, and is greater than 5, then that /n is to create a new line, then n and last digit. This percentage %d is what we use to print out our integer anytime we are working on integer. Also, we are checking for else if last digit equals 0. So then lastly we are going to check for else, that is, if these 2 conditions are not met. If these 2 conditions are not met, that is, if the condition is not met, is less than 6. Is less than 6. So I'm sorry. I think from here, another thing I would just like us to, let's go to this W3 school and just check one or two things there. So I will be opting out very soon now because of the meeting. I need to go and prepare for it. Let me just go to this output and let's. Please, I want
Mr. Noah,
yeah.
Mr. Noah,
Yes.
you know what? I think you just let's do this background reading on our own, then we can come back and ask any questions if that's okay. Because it's just you and I on the call. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, even the host has logged out. So
Oh, okay.
we can just go and do a background study, and then yeah, I hope you're happy to, answer any questions that will come with
No problem.
later.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. I think at this point, I'm sorry. By
No, 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 that's fine.
okay.
That's fine. Yeah, you can just share the link to the recording. I mean, I don't think you are you going to upload this to the YouTube channel?
Yeah, let me maybe I'll upload it to the YouTube channel because so that many people can access it right now.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.